Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear beloved viewers. Welcome to another episode of the Ramadan show with ALHANISLAM. I am here with two lovely sisters of mine, Hafsat and Hafsa. Welcome to the show.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So inshallah, today we'll be talking about the hijabi, the non-hijabi, and the mid-hijabi, if there is anything like that. So we will probably go into this topic inshallah when we come back from the short break. Welcome back, my dear beloved viewers. So as I said, it's about the hijabi and the non-hijabi during Ramadan, after Ramadan, before Ramadan. In general, what is hijab?
Hijab is a veil used by a Muslim woman to cover herself and then to reflect her modesty.
Is hijab just a veil? Is it just a piece of clothing? I find that, so I do not agree with hijab just being a piece of clothing.
I'm not saying it's just a mere piece of clothing. I'm saying a veil you use to reflect your modesty. Now, it could be big. The veil could be big. It depends on the.
You know, as long as you keep saying veil, it still reflects to.
So give me a better word then.
Okay, so for me, I would say a hijab is both a veil or a covering. Let me put it that way. To me, though, it is a covering that you use that does not go against the true rulings of what a hijab is meant to do. And also the hijab goes beyond just covering and beyond just a piece of cloth, and in your heart
is a way of life.
There should be hijab. Yes, so
Hijab
it's a lifestyle.
Like Islam itself.
Your speech, there should be a hijab.
And when you talk, I think when you might want to elaborate on the hijab when it comes to the speech. I also know there is hijab when it comes to the way a woman should walk.
Exactly.
You know, there should be hijab. Hijab is simply a barrier, a protection.
Not just it's when we have this conception that my hijab is the big burqa or the jalabia I just slip on and then I roll my head and I'm wearing the hijab. I'm a hijabi, so I'm wearing the hijab.
And that's it. So it stops there. It doesn't go beyond. It doesn't touch
go
the
beyond
heart.
that. You know when I see you covered, I expect a certain way of conduct from you. I expect you to speak with kindness. I expect your words to be soft, to be gentle. I expect you to walk or carry yourself, because of the way you're dressed. I expect you to carry yourself in a certain way or manner. When it comes to speech, hijab, when it comes to speech, speak kindly to your brother or sister. That is a hijab too. When I speak softly,
you need to learn how to filter
your words properly. You're not supposed to just or
you're not supposed to be uncultured, you're not supposed to be unruly, you're not supposed to be of bad manners.
As much as you're relating the hijab to behavior, the fundamental meaning of hijab comes back to shield, comes back to protection, right? So be it in form of the speech or the clothing, it still has to revolve around the woman trying to protect herself. Now, in regards to the expectations that people have on the hijabi, right? Yeah, there are responsibilities that are tied directly to Allah, that Allah expects from we humans in general, the woman in general, right? But then also there is hypocrisy in the society. You see a situation whereby this person says, well, you know what, she's a hijabi, I really didn't expect her to maybe fornicate, maybe, I didn't expect her to do that. So we have, put them, just because maybe she's really trying to just take that step towards Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't make her perfect, a saint. So they just judge you based on sometimes what you also wear. And then you find out that sometimes also the hijabis now judge the non-hijabis. So please do shed more light about that, because it's a very delicate topic.
I keep saying every action is judged according to your intention. I could be a hijabi, she could be a non-hijabi, but then she is closer to Allah than I am, because deep inside her heart is pure, and because I keep looking at her with judgment like, look at down, I'm better than her. That moment I look down on her, Allah could decide to.
She's one step ahead of you. Because
it takes me back to a story in Surah Al-Kahf when the two farmers in Surah Al-Kahf, one had a farm. The farm was always flourishing, and then he looked down on the farm of the other of his neighbor. I think he felt like
and the man felt like he was the better, and he was the one doing it for himself,
not knowing that it was Allah doing it for him, until Allah proved to him that I am the one doing it for you, so I could always turn the situation around from that. So it comes the same thing with the hijab. I could be a hijabi, and she is a non-hijabi, but she is closer to Allah than I am.
You know, the issue of hijabi and non-hijabi is actually a very controversial one. We have various views about it, but then again, in our daily surrounding, within us, you find people who are quite judgmental. Like for instance, I want to share my experience here, because I can remember when I first got into the tertiary institution, that's the university. I was wearing this veil. I had a wraparound. I had a very loose trouser on me, my top and all. I was okay, because if I were to go to the masjid to pray, I could use that to pray. And then a sister walked up to me and she was like, should I say a few days after getting into the system, she was like, Assalamu alaikum. I was like, wa alaikum assalam. And she's like, dear sister, I've been observing how you've been dressing. Wallahi, 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 if you continue like this, you are going to hellfire.
I mean, like,
and I was.
This sounds like, you know, her father is in charge of allocating some rooms.
You tell me about it, because I was like, subhanallah, she was somebody I was, and to be honest, she was somebody who was the big hijab, like very big hijab.
So sometimes that leads to.
And I admired. Honestly, I really admired. In my mind, I'm like, oh my God, okay, fine, you wear the small one. You know, when you're getting motivated to actually want to wear the big one,
then she discouraged.
And then she just like discouraged me.
She bruised your ego.
You know, like it was. I know you don't just get judgmental about people like that. Now, if supposing I was wearing, should I say, a very tight clothes, and then I wasn't even covering my hair, I wasn't even making any sign of me being a Muslim and dress, and then she approached me like that. Now, will she encourage me to be in the deen? Will she?
So sometimes, actually, through the words we say to people, we push them away from the deen. And based on your story, that would actually just lead us into the etiquette of hijab, and we're gonna go into that when we come back from hearing the views.
Regards hijabis and non-hijabis, for me, hijab is part of my deen. It's ordained by Allah for us to cover up, not just physically, but we also need to have hijab in terms of our words, our actions as well. So for me, I would say do not judge, because to an extent it's a measure of iman, and you know, one has to be blessed to get to that point of iman, to be entirely covered up and, you know, strict with his hijab. So I wouldn't say I have an opinion over them, because it's a phase in life, you know. Most of us inherit our religion and we tend to learn over time, so we get more serious about the hijab and cover up more, and the more we learn, the more we become better hijabis. So yeah, I don't really have an opinion, I would say, but if you can strive to be better, you should do that, because it's part of your deen.
Welcome back, all beloved viewers. So the story that Hafsat shared with us is going to lead us into this, which is the etiquette of the hijab. Now, as much as we're trying to make excuses for the non-hijabis, who are people who just do the turbans,
yes,
or they go without the hijab, as much as we're trying to make excuses, or we keep making excuses for that, let us be honest, right? Hijab is there in the deen, it's been stated, and all we're just trying to say is just you could take it easy.
So long as you're a Muslim, you are expected to wear the hijab.
Yeah, so you could take it easy. It's a process. So and the hijabis should stop being harsh on the non-hijabis.
Rather, they should encourage them to
push them towards
become better version of the non-hijabis.
So one of the etiquettes of the hijab is, first, it shouldn't be transparent,
it shouldn't be tight,
and it should be loose.
Right, so it shouldn't be something that you can see through, and if you can see through it, then wearing something inside, maybe like this, could help. And also in the Quran, you know, the places that are supposed to be seen of the woman is the face,
the
and the hand. We love colors as women, but then, you know, whatever you do, you have to do it moderately. So what do you think about this?
Personally, you know, that's a very, very tough one, because in this modern one, I could have it loose, I could have it not tight, I could have it not transparent, but then I'm gonna have some glitter on it, you know, some stonework, just to make it look
nice,
eye-catchy, really nice and eye-catchy. So at the end, we just ask for Allah's guidance, and then to give us the strength to be able to fight our nafs, so we strive to do better.
Right. Additionally, I want to impute that in as much as you are a hijabi, you wear the whole long, flowing, loose garment in itself, you should wear that with the intention that you are doing that because of your rep, not because people are going to castigate you. And then we have situation whereby people who wear the hijab, actually, if you find out what they are wearing on the inside, your ticket, it doesn't complement. No, honestly, I'm a student. I know what some students
So does that mean that you cannot wear what you please on the inside?
I'm not saying you. I'm saying there are people that just pretend with it.
Right.
We have students whereby as they are leaving the confines of their home, they actually wear the hijab.
Right.
Once
So
they are outside
trying
the
to
gates,
say that the hijab should not be insulted, but then
Yes,
not that what you wear inside is a problem.
Forgive me. Yes.
Great. just to gain clarity on that. I'm telling you.
Scared, but
So we would have to stop here, inshallah, but then please do stick around because we have something coming up.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نزلا من غفور رحيم نزلا من غفور رحيم ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم وما يلقاها إلا الذين صبروا وما يلقاها إلا ذو حظ عظيم وإما ينزغنك من الشيطان نزغ فاستعذ بالله إنه هو السميع العليم.
Welcome back, dear viewers. So you're wondering what's this, right? It's Hadith quiz. This Hafsa, she's there busy trying to arrange what to kill us with, but it's okay. So we have a question that came from a non-Muslim trying to understand what is the difference between the niqab and the hijab. Hafsa, do you want to answer that?
Well, the niqab is the burqa, which only enables the Muslim woman to only expose her eyes.
Right.
While the hijab is the prescribed clothing. And they all reflect modesty.
Yeah, and also please, the niqab is not compulsory.
However, the hijab is.
The hijab is, but the
portion of the niqab, there's controversies, but then
there's the controversy, but then also taking the prominent ruling on that is it is not compulsory. However, what is supposed to be seen of the woman are the hands, the palms, right, and the face, and that is what is to be seen. And niqab is not compulsory. Now we're going straight up back to Hafsa.
My favorite part: blue, green, or pink.
Green.
Green. You cannot guide whoever you please. It is God who guides whom He will. With regard to whom was this verse revealed? Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, Abu Talib.
Abu Talib.
Yes, that's a verse I think in Surah Tabbat Yada.
Yeah.
No, Surah Al-Qasas.
Okay. So this was revealed in Surah Al-Qasas, and it came because of the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, because he badly wanted his uncle to become a Muslim, but then Allah said this to his beloved Prophet ﷺ.
Pink?
I thought he's only doing the quiz.
How can it be only me, Mama?
Pink?
Kukuma embarrassed me on national TV. I'll just.
What is zakum in the Quran?
What?
Zakum.
Oh, okay.
Boiling water. A tree in hell. Rotten fruit.
Shajara, tree in hellfire.
That was easy.
That's my final answer.
Okay. Last but not the least for both of you. Your color.
Yeah.
Tell us the color. What are the colors?
You already know the colors.
All colors are available.
Oh yeah.
The characteristics of the community of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which Allah describes in the Quran, are enjoining what is right, forbidding what is wrong, and believing in Allah, true or false.
The characteristics that
The characteristics of the community of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which Allah describes in the Quran, are enjoining what is right, forbidding what is wrong, and believing in Allah, true or false.
true.
Right. Last one. Still on pink. Why do you like pink so much?
Because I'm a baby, yeah.
What does the Quran refer to as Siddiqa?
Okay.
The truthful.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Who does the Quran
Okay.
refer to as Siddiqa?
Okay.
The truthful.
Okay.
The truthful.
Okay.
Maryam, Asya, Khadija.
Maryam, Asya, Khadija. What? The truthful? As-Siddiqa? Maryam, no. Asya. Maryam, Asya. Lele. Asya?
It's actually Maryam.
Yeah, my namesake.
Your
Forgive
namesake,
me,
you know,
national
she's-
TV embarrassment. But then I would see you next episode on the Ramadan show with ALHANISLAM. Assalamu alaikum.